Hello, and thank you for listening to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. It's the Mark and Miriam show, and we are featuring the songs from Mistress Miriam's mind today. We have Wild Bill and the Flying Sparks with I Hope That It's True. Before that, we had Sharron Vaillette, Over the Dam. And we started off with Kierstin Sieser, Love's Poem. Let's go to Wild Bill and the Flying Sparks. You said you were acquainted with Bill?
Yes, I was. Unfortunately, we got some very terrible news this week that Bill Niddle, who is Wild Bill, passed away. Yeah, unbeknownst to me, I did not know Bill had cancer and he was in remission, but he relapsed and he passed away. And Bill was such a special person and he knew so many people for so many reasons. I guess I'll talk about him personally, and then I'll sort of talk about how Bill knew so many of the people in the community here, music community and otherwise. Wild Bill and the Flying Sparks were a country band, very fun, funny country band. And Wild Bill and Flathead Rodeo were a good complement to each other. And so we were often on the same bill together. And I got to know a lot of people in the band, and certainly Bill, who just was a beautiful man, so warm, so funny, so lovely. The first time ever that Flathead Rodeo played a show was at Luthier's Co-op. And it just so happened that the band right after us was Wild Bill and the Flying Sparks.
Oh,
And Bill Niddle came up to me after the show and he said, "That was a great show." Wild Bill and the Flying Sparks didn't have, calling cards. They didn't have a card.
yeah.
He gave out a guitar pick that had Wild Bill on it and had their telephone number. And they gave me a guitar pick and we sat and watched the show. And the whole band, we became friends and certainly Bill. And he was beloved in the music community. So many people knew him and loved him. They actually also competed in the showcase. So they were part of the New Music Alliance family as well.
Oh,
They did. And Bill was also the principal. I can't remember. I think it was was it Heath school system? I can't remember which school, but when you're the principal of a school, you are certainly part of a large community of people. Bill was beloved, just a great person, and he will be missed. So I wanted to give a little memory to Bill. This is not a new song, not a new band, but somebody who everybody loves. So,
you know, he was new to me.
okay,
I
well,
have not heard of Wild Bill and the Flying Sparks, and that's why I love you. One of the reasons why I love doing a show with you is you always bring a personal connection and bands that you know or you're familiar with, and you share them with me that I had no clue about Wild Bill before. Like I had no clue about Chris Haynes. Yeah, and I love his music that you introduced me to.
oh yeah, he's wonderful. There's so many wonderful, talented people.
Mm.
I'll tell you, Wild Bill, they were so much fun and funny and just the songs were, Rich Lane was in the band who I eventually, he and I started the Mistress Miriam show, but they wrote such funny, fun songs and they were just a hoot to be around and to watch the show. So we remember you, Bill, and we love you, Bill. And talking about people who I know personally, Sharron Vaillette, Over the Dam. This is just hot off the press. And I met Sharon at the same time that I met Casey Rue
Ah,
in the same world. It was during the pandemic, and it was through open mic during the pandemic. And Sharon was singing songs on the guitar. And I immediately just said, this woman is fabulous. She is something else. She's a painter, and she paints animals, and she's just a creative soul in every way, but she's a fantastic singer, songwriter. And this album was recorded, it was produced by Sean Gundy Gunderson, who is top notch. And look, Mark Allen Miller mastered it, who is also top notch. I mean, this is, the best here in the Valley. And
Mm.
look who's on this album. J.J. O'Connell is on the
Uh,
drums. Paul Kahansky's on the bass. Lenny Boivin, who I've played before, is on the guitar. I don't know if you don't know Win and Jim.
no, I don't.
They're guys who are from the open mic world. It's just such a great, incredibly talented group of people. And Sharon is so good. I love this song. I love her voice. And when I saw that this came out, I just I pulled another song out of the show and put Sharon into the show. I
Mm.
had to play her.
I'm glad you did.
Well, I am too. I Everybody go out, listen to her. She's fantastic. Maybe you've seen her. She plays out locally a lot, but she must be heard, and she's so super cool. What can I say? She's just fantastic. And then before then, I know Sharon, you know Kierstin. I don't
Yes.
know I don't know Kierstin, so you can tell us about Kierstin, who's from Middletown, Connecticut, loves poem. I'm sorry I beat you to the punch because I know you know her, but I saw that she just put this out. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to play this. And I know you want to play it. Well, I didn't know you want to
You
play it
didn't know at the time, so I
until
forgive you.
just now during the break. You said, I want to play this. So tell me about Kierstin.
I met her a couple times at the Swan Day events back in the day,
One
and
day.
oh, the good old days when we used to have festivals featuring local women artists. It's so cool. And I met Kirsten. She was in a band called Tiny Ocean, and lately she's been putting out some solo albums and teaming up with other people. Love her music. She's always been a true artiste, singer-songwriter, music producer, poet, and painter. I love her poetry. I think it was in 2022 she released some of her poems, and just kind of hit me just right, and kind of a little bit on the darker side of folk.
Oh yeah, she's not quite in doom folk territory,
No,
but
not Full Throttle Doom. No.
she could get doomy. Dark folk,
Yep.
turn down the light folk,
Yeah.
candle folk,
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah, flickering,
Flickering, yeah.
yeah, like brown out folk, blackout folk,
Yep.
like like lost power folk.
We're coming up with so many different
Well, the folk
subgenres.
genre has gotten out there. I mean, folk music used to be, political and, kumbaya, and now it's like it's got so many subgenres. It's unbelievable.
Everybody wants to stand out and they don't want to be like lumped into the big group.
No, it's like a gigantic department store now.
Doom folk would be in the basement level.
Yeah, doom folk would definitely be in the basement level. It would be in Hades.
Next to Dark Academia.
Well, that would be me. That would be me. The Dark Academia.
All right. So, Mistress Miriam, how do you want to end the
Oh
show?
my God. Well, I'm ending this on kind of the little R&B kind of sound.
Mm.
I'm ending the whole show with one of my all-time favorites. It's Kyle Dion. And we're going to hear from an artist who I've really liked all, and I've been waiting for him to put out something new, and that's Elijah Boivin. OTL on the low.